Welcome everyone to the Onward Rookie Bootcamp Summer 2020 Finals. This is first and second place going at it for a chance at that first place title. I'm your caster, Triple Nipple, and I'm joined by my co-caster, TFH.
What up?
And we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna have some fun today. Today's matches are going to be standard VRML rules. So best of 3, teams pick and ban and all the normal stuff. So away team bans first. No, home team bans first, away team then bans, and then home team picks a side. Home team today is Wyron. They banned, I have this information. They banned Cargo. And then in response, the Hornets banned Quarantine.
Wow. Those are like two very commonly played maps.
Yeah, and Wyron was actually banking. I was talking to them before the match, and they were kind of banking on playing Quarantine. They thought that the Hornets would pick that because they beat them on it yesterday. But since they banned it, Wyron has opted to go for map number 1, being Snow Peak Night. So I am super excited for this one.
Yeah, we don't even see Snow Peak typically being played, but let alone the night variant. I think this is going to be some fresh stuff coming out here.
They said, we hope they kill each other. That's their entire game plan, is just friendly fire on the enemy team. Which, I mean, is totally doable, especially on the night version, because with that green wash, everything looks the same at distance. But I am excited. Snow Peak Night is one of my favorite maps. I very much like this map, and I very much like this objective. We're going to start off in the warehouse objective. It's pretty fun. I like it both on attack and defense. I think it takes tactics both ways. It's not one of those standard meta defenses. You have lots of options. You could decide to push out into the tunnels. You could decide to stack all of them inside the warehouse and just hang out and wait. Or you could go on a flank wherever. I mean, there's all kinds of defensive positions. Now, the offense only has 4 doors that they can choose from. So 4 doors and 5 players means that every angle can be covered. So you've got to really think about your attack plan and your timing, and you really want to hit more than one entrance at once. You want to use that overwhelming force and confuse the enemy, confuse the defenders, sneak someone in maybe, and then try and get that cap in the cover of smoke and gunfire. Let's see, I think everyone is in the lobby. So let's go over the rosters today. Wyron has Reinhardt Dean, White Fang, Salsa Daddy, Android Goat, and Random Things Soko. And the Hornets running their same roster as well. Crispy Nugget, Broccoli, Dyslexic Dazzler, Bake, and C3PO. So should be a pretty good match. These guys did play yesterday. Let's take a look at the bracket from yesterday. The Hornets played Wyron on Subway, and it went 4-2 in the favor of the Hornets.
Yeah, and I believe that was the match that we casted too, and it was pretty close. It was pretty intense, but obviously the Hornets have just been on a roll today, and there's not really much that Wyron can do, but now they're looking to kind of reassert themselves, find a new little seeding that they could possibly, win the entire championship.
Yeah, so Wyron is actually coming into this as the second place team. They came in second in the bracket overall yesterday, but because I decided the rules and I don't understand how brackets work, we're letting first and second duke it out for first place and second place once again, so they get a second shot at the title. Plus, it gets everyone more playtime. And that's really what this is about. We want these players to get a feel for what it's like to play in the league. And yesterday was basically the same as a round robin or the Challenger Cup. And today is going to be like just a regular standard league match. So they're going to get a good feel for how it feels to play. More of that pressure, you know, when you're in a comp lobby, even when you're in a comp lobby or a pub lobby, but when you're in a lobby, you don't care about the next map. You don't care about we won one map, we lost one map. No, you know, none of that carryover matters. But on here, you have to know it's best of 3, so you have to win 2 maps. And so you have to keep track of your points. You know, those cap opportunities, say it's you're ahead 3-2, you have to worry about that cap happening, because then you lose that map and then you have to start all over and get more points on the next map and all kinds of stuff. And if you go down in the first one, then you've got to carry that momentum, you know, you've got to break that momentum from the other team and come back, and all kinds of things that come into play in a competitive scene compared to just playing through 3 hours or whatever of a comp lobby. You win, you lose, you win, you lose. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure what we're waiting on.
I don't know either. I actually dropped down while you were talking and told them that we were ready to go, but this is very interesting that we're waiting this long. I'm gonna go drop down again and
you know, they might not have practiced this, so they might be working on those strats a little bit, because I think that, oh, here we go. I think that Yrun had just played this morning for practice and had said, oh, okay, we're gonna go with this. So, you know
what? No strats, best strats.
I appreciate that kind of enthusiasm, you know. Throw a wrench into the plan and just go with it. That's the way to play. Hornets are going to be on defense. They have all 5 members in. Let's see what they decide on their defense here. Yrun is going to spawn in the southeast corner in the garage, which is probably going to just preempt them to come through the tunnels. So we'll see how that goes. Normally when lots of people end up in the tunnels, lots of people end up dead, whether it's friendly fire or not, because it's just so hard to tell. It actually looks like they have decided they don't want to take that tunnel. They're like, nah, that's bad. Which is really the smart play in my opinion. I don't think I'd really push through the tunnel. It's just kind of a kill box.
Yeah, no shield to help assist the push. All, you know, standard fire. Going outside would have been the much better choice. I'm glad they're choosing that.
Looks like they're going to try and throw a drone out now. Reinhardt popping. Oh, I like this play. He just popped the drone and left it, and they're all going to run away.
Nice.
I've never seen a drone used like that before.
Masking the movement. It'd be good to, because of how tightly in this defense is, just throw it on top of the that warehouse so the enemy can't see it or hear it. But you know what? I'm willing to accept that also as a very nice little audio strat.
Yeah, dropping it right on top of the warehouse would be a great noise canceller for the defense. Yrun sticking together as a team. They are they're not too grouped up. They're a little tight, but I think they've learned from yesterday that nades are bad. Okay.
Yeah, I think that that kind of spread comes with time, where we see, you know, at first players, when they start playing the game, they want to play with somebody because they don't have that map confidence. But then as they play and play and play more and more and more, they know the map in the back of their head and they're willing to go on their own.
You know, I just like to run close to enemy or close to friendlies so that they get shot and I use them as bullet shields.
Well, there you have it. As Trip's just talking about SMC strats. You can't get any better than that.
Taking a look at the defense here, Broccoli is defending this north door, but he's on the north side of the wood or the boxes, so he's totally exposed to the door. The drone has now come over, and Random Thing is starting to push the door. The drone is gone now.
And it's done their job of masking movements. I know it might have been used as bait, which Hornets just did not take. Which is good on them. They're holding some really basic Onward here. Just holding their angles, sticking to the plan is exactly what you need to be doing, especially against a wild card team like Wyron.
Rockwood speaking to Lure, he finds one. Flashbang.
That's fine, buddy. Launches a nade. It's a flashbang. Yep. I think they're both flashed. They don't seem to be too aggressive on it. A couple of shots going off on the outside door.
Flashbang going up, not going to catch anything.
Yeah, as of right now, Wyron's only lost one member. It's nothing crazy. They can still salvage something out of this, but they got to bring the intensity to the Hornets right now. They got to stir the Hornets nest, per se. And to do that, you got to have to use all the utility you can. I see a smoke out, but they're going to need more than that. Ooh. That smoke would be perfect if it made it into the door, but it was a little bit too high now. Ooh, Rockgate finds White Fang. Maybe that spot is really good for them.
Dyslexic finds Reinhardt as he comes through the door. Flash goes off. I think Android got... No, maybe he didn't. Free firing through all the boxes, trying to find Dyslexic. He hits him once, but he doesn't take him down. Finds him that time. C3PO goes down to Random Thing Soko, and now it's Broccoli rushing Android. And a trade happens. As one-on-one. Random Thing finds Bake with a headshot, and Wyron takes their first point.
What an amazing start. Being able to assert yourself inside the warehouse room. Probably one of the harder objectives to defend on this whole map, but being able to insert onto this, you know, into this kill box, per se. It's literally a box. I don't know how else to describe it. And
it's absolutely a kill box with 4 choke points.
I mean, it's just a box, right? Well, it's more of a cube, right? If we're talking about geometry.
I mean, technically it's a cube. It has a roof and a floor, so it's got 6 sides.
There you go. That's all we need to know. Well, now it's going to be Wyron's time to defend after they showed Hornets how to attack it. Hornets before have rolled with shield, so the fact that they're on a night map gets me thinking that they're going to use it with a shield laser combo.
Yeah, I'd like to see how good they are with that shield laser combo, because all the other maps that they ran yesterday were day maps, except for Subway. Did they run the shield on Subway?
Yes, they did. And I think it died on the north objective. I'm just trying to remember back. I've seen.
I know they used it as bait on the stairs coming up from the tunnel onto the tracks. Crispy ran away and he had 2 shooters waiting for the guy to chase him. I remember that play. That play was fun. We're gonna hop into round number 2.
Yeah, we don't have to wait any longer for any fun plays that Trip may talk about. And watch him right now. So we have mirroring spawns, actually. Maybe this is the time to see if they choose to go tunnel side. No.
Okay, 3 guys in here, 1 of them looking out north.
Wow, they're both gonna actually opt to not go tunnels.
And someone C4 down that tunnel to the...
I mean, to be fair, I have lots of experience on Snow Peak and I still get lost in the tunnels, so...
Literally, the only reason why I know the layout to tunnels is me and my brother once sat down and we were like, okay, we gotta map these. And then we found out that one is shaped like a U and one is straight, so that's why I call the 2 tunnels straight tunnel and U tunnel.
I'm guessing they're coming through tunnels.
Yeah, it's kind of like a corn maze. If you always follow with your left hand on the wall, eventually you'll make it out. They are pushing very aggressively with that shield. Reinhardt's going to come into contact with Crispy Nugget here. Oh, I think that was a desk pop. Unintentionally giving away their position. The whole team coming around this corner. Just trying to get the shots. Flashbang goes out. Ooh, I don't know if that caught anybody. Reinhardt was not prepared for that.
I think he was in a much better spot the first time, but now it's up to the rest of his team to be able to defend. They still got 4 people inside that kill box. Sales daddy, salsa daddy. Oh no! White Fang jumped the ball a little too much there. Team kills.
White Fang just waiting for someone to come through this door. Hopefully this time it's not a teammate.
I don't think there's any teammates to go through any. Oh no, there is Android who's still outside. He's gonna have a really nice flank coming on here if Hornets are not ready. Nugget is completely ready for this. He engages Android Go. This is the perfect time for White Fang to come out and wreak havoc, but he chooses not to. He's just gonna hold it. But Soko is actually gonna approach the door and maybe give C3PO a hard time. He tries to go for the shield, but that doesn't happen. The shield also finds a kill of its own. C3PO gets taken down by a teammate, I believe.
I think it was himself. I think it was his own nade he threw away to get the frag on the guy that came out the door. But I really like the way the Hornets are playing this. You know, as soon as Crispy got engaged on that corner, they started firing over his head to keep the guy from rushing the corner. And then they had really good, you know, flanks. They maintained situational awareness. And now White Fang's all alone on the objective. It has to deal with 4 attackers, 4 doors, 1 man.
Yeah,
Crispy calling out to him.
Oh boy. Getting the shield out right there is not going to be ideal. I thought Crispy was going to go for a shield kill, but clearly he is just a puppet master.
I can't wait to play against Crispy.
He's probably been the star that we didn't know we wanted.
I just want to taunt people, so I appreciate what he's doing.
He's just Crispius is just he is my spirit animal now. It is absolutely adorable. I don't even know how old that kid is, but in our league, it's typically, you know, higher on the age group than most esports. So it's really cool to see, you know, younger people really come and take interest in what we do and our game as well. And you know, these kids are the future of Onward, so it's really nice to be able to see that it's being passed down to the next generation.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, we do not actually have a minimum age limit in the Onward Master League. Take all types.
Only a minimum skill limit, that's it. And that doesn't even exist either.
We go round number 3. We're moving over to the Twin Hangars objective. And Wyron spawning on the quick spawn south.
Should I go in the watchtower? They'll probably pre-fire that. I'm not sure.
Such a hard one for the defense to decide, because like you don't want to commit everyone to that south approach, but it's also the most likely scenario. But if you do commit and they don't come that way, then they can come through the like lake or something and have no problem getting around you and encircling this objective.
Yeah, I think the defensive setup that the Hornets got right now is very standard Onward, and it's very good. It covers all around the objective. They got their lanes sorted out. Matter of fact, Dyslexic is in trouble right now. He is being sighted, but no, they don't fire. I think they're confused. The laser was just on him.
Random thing is just gonna run right up onto him. Random, they're just sitting there talking, and Dyslexic is just waiting. Finds one.
Wow.
Trying to find the refrag. Android unaware where those shots came from.
He has to go for that confirm, but he's more worried about the people around him right now. Reinhardt is beginning to sight him up. I think he realizes that his time was limited, so he wanted to get that confirm in to make sure that his work was 100% done.
The flank now is coming in from Broccoli. He's coming around the backside. Let's zoom out a little bit, and you can see him. Right, no one is watching the backside. They are not going to be ready for this. Broccoli definitely saw them. He's going to get closer. He's trying to get these kills.
Okay, there's one guy in the center.
Well, you always have someone watch your back. Broccoli takes that one. Salsa and Broccoli trade, and now it's White Fang once again all alone.
And he's about to get lined up here by Big.
We saw him, he just
Very
couldn't
nice
get the shots off in time, and the Hornets take their defensive round.
Yeah, the thing about this map is there's so many terrain contours that you can hide behind. It's a nightmare to pre-fire where you think an enemy's going to be, because he could literally just be hiding in a wall. Like, imagine that.
Now, the other match happening today is Meta versus Genesis, and that is happening on Lumpy's channel. He is currently streaming that and recording that, so we'll have that up later. If you're not watching it right now, we'll get it uploaded somewhere.
Oh, he has a stream. I need to look for that.
Yeah, I told the coaches of those teams that if they wanted to get in and do it, they could. So they opted to do that so that their teams could have something to watch.
I'll do everyone here better. I'll bring it up and I'll update us on the scores whenever we get a chance. Is it just Lumpy? Or...
It's Lumpy, I believe, is his Twitch name.
Let me look it up.
Oh, Lumpy Lump. Yeah. Oh, did they bait me? Ball started. There we go. Round number 4. The Hornets now attacking different spawns. Hornets spawning on the east side of the lake instead, which gives them a little bit more room to move right out of the bat before they can be seen.
You know what? Let's see them.
Oh, and you were wondering about the other game. For those of you who are, it is currently 1-1.
I have the
Genesis
converter,
versus
though.
Meta
Doesn't work in this?
on Subway.
Okay.
And that green is so bright. Switching to someone's first person, and I was like, ah!
At least we don't have casted smokes or sponsored smokes.
Alright, split here. Somebody come with me.
Hornets seem to have a pretty good idea of the map here. They're calling for splits, and they're approaching from 3 separate angles. The shield going in the southmost.
I think this shield actually does work on Snow Peak pretty effectively, because even though it's a map that feels like Downfall, it's actually very lanular. So you can isolate the enemy in front of you while reducing the chances of a flank coming around you and catching you in a sandwich.
The defense from Y-Run is set back a little farther than we're used to seeing from most teams. Most teams push out to the guard tower here in the south, at least. But they do have good coverage. They've got multiple coverages on multiple lanes, so it's not like one man can go down and the approach can just happen through that tiny hole in the defense. Slexic coming around now is going to start pushing into the base.
Yeah, and the thing about this base that makes it really difficult is all those concrete, fixtures right there. There's plenty of places for the enemy to hide behind. It's probably actually one of the objectives that has more cover than most on this map. Just from the amount of like vehicles, barrels, concrete barriers you even got hangars to hide behind if you want.
Oh no, Crispy lost his pistol into the ground.
Oh. Well, it's not the only thing that the shield can do. A lot of people, especially William Dunce, I believe, he actually doesn't shoot with the shield anymore. He just uses it for callouts, and they let the flow of information kill everyone else instead, almost kind of sacrificing the shield's, aggressiveness for an informational reason. I'd be happy with that nerf, actually. If you're taking a shield, you can't even take a pistol.
Crispy got pinned from two sides. A great way to deal with a shield.
Taking down shields requires great coordination, being able to say, hey, go left, I'm going to go around on the flank or whatnot. Just as simple as that. And obviously, Y-Run got a really nice little pinch going on there. They didn't even have to leave cover. They just caught him out in a really awkward spot, and it's just really good on them.
Bake and Android looking right at each other. Bake gets the kill. Broccoli finds Reinhardt. Broccoli gets random.
Finds Soko as well.
Pushing around on that north side. Finishes him off. Now the defense is pretty open. There's only two members of the defense still standing. One's dealing with Bake in the south. But he goes down now. There's one man left. Ooh, Salsa pops out, takes a nice quick shot. Doesn't see 3PO. Oh, he does find him. Doesn't realize he's the last man standing, though. Now he does.
Yeah, Salsa is putting in some spice into his defense now as he runs his way on back to the objective. He has to only defend against two people effectively right now. Maybe three here shortly. Yep, three now. As Crispiest gets his revive on.
Yeah, that's going to allow them to push with that shield, though. And effectively, that's the best. That's what you want, right? You want that shield to just distract the last guy.
Yeah, if you can get the shield, like, obviously if they understand that this is the last person, they can get the shield to, distract him off of objective and then sneak a cap in. Personally, some of my favorite moments with the shield is doing just that and saying random, stuff that I probably can't say on cast here, but, just taunting people and being like, hey, I wasn't the attack at the end. It's some of my favorite moments in Onward.
Oh, I like running around the level going, I'm a distraction. Salsa finds Broccoli. Oh, it almost gets picked off by Bake.
Now, whenever I'm a distraction, I'm usually preaching the good word of Jesus Christ.
Ooh, Salsa finds Crispy. He didn't have his shield up?
What? Did he just ditch it and just went for cap?
Salsa gets his reloaded and finds Bake on a run.
Wow. Very nicely done.
A solid clutch there.
Very nicely done from Y-Run there. Salsa is just... I'm pretty sure right now he's the Y-Run MVP, and rightfully so, with a scoreline of 6-3. Really couldn't ask for much more. Checking in on the other match side, it is still 1-1, but it's looking like Meta's going to get another point as they are about to run down the timer on this objective, the north one, but in Subway. But we'll keep you posted on that as more develops.
Yeah, and
you know if Lumpy's running a 6-minute delay as well?
I think he's running a 4-minute delay.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're running a 6-minute delay, so it's going to be 6 minutes behind. So if you want more up-to-date information, you should go check out his stream.
We're going to watch the teams fight over the North Hangar objective now. A cap right now could end the map.
Yeah, for either side here, but it's going to be Wyron's turn to try to take that map first, and the Hornets second. But this objective has been interesting. It's almost as if it's got a really hard shell for defense around it, but then once you get in, you can easily get a cap.
It's a lot of open space to cover to get to the objective.
No one's going to know it more than Wyron right now. They got to go across an entire lake to get to the objective.
It's actually not a bad approach, because if they go all the way on the west side. West, yes. If they go on the west side of the lake, they can get all the way up to where, like, Dyslexic is before anyone knows they're there. But the Hornets pushing Dyslexic out definitely helps this defense. Turn off that flashlight because it keeps freaking out on the lake. See how dark the map really is. Crispy with the great call outs from the guard tower calls out that they were at the previous OBJ. Wyron opting to put 2 going east and 3 staying. I think they're gonna prep to cross the lake.
It can be a little risky because you've got the rocks there, but they don't provide that much cover. You kind of have to jump from rock to rock, and the density of that field is just not enough to be able to go from rock to rock with relative safety. Ooh, and they're immediately identifying the drone right after that.
How could they see that drone? That was like as high as the drone could go. Sniper rounds.
I'm not sure if I tagged him.
From random things.
Wait, did I hit him? There's one more over there.
Not finding anybody just yet.
If Dyslexic just peeked a little bit, he would have a great angle onto random thing.
C3PO almost found himself with a bullet to the head from Random, but just too quick. Oh, and Random might get flanked here if he's not careful enough, and yes, he will. Dyslexic will get that pick.
Random down. Okay, you stay here.
The communication between Wyron is really good. I mean, they know who dies, when they die, where they die, and so they're filling in those gaps. But I think they don't have enough urgency. They are at 3 minutes in. The rest of their team has moved all the way to the north, and now the suppressing fire is coming in. Salsa Daddy and White Fang are just running past C3PO here. White Fang finds him.
When Broccoli's gonna get one of his own.
White Fang went for the res, and Salsa Daddy and Broccoli got the kill instead.
Now Wyron are on a bit of a disadvantage here. Current man report is 2.5 to 4. Definitely not great for Reinhardt, who's gone back and picked up an LMG and is trying to literally blast his way up to the objective.
Yeah, and they still have to deal with the one guy on the lake that's going to cover any kind of cross from the west. So picking a guy off from behind a rock if he doesn't want to peek is really hard to do.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just to go for a rotation or just charge at him. But with only 2 minutes left on a map this size, Reinhardt is really running out of time.
Yeah, I would choose option B. I would just charge at him. Swing around the west side of the lake.
and try to push across the lake using smokes.
Opt to, actually, not a bad idea. Opt to smoke it out, but it's pointing the wrong way.
So watch that.
Reinhardt pointing out the guy at the rock as they start to cross.
It's their only option they have left with only 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. The clock is extremely narrow here. They might not even have enough time to make it to the objective.
Suppressing fire.
Oh, they lined up for Dyslexic, and he's got an immediate double.
Unfortunate way to go down.
Yeah, we said it a lot of times here. The spacing is so important in this game because bullets are penetrable, grenades have splash damage. It's one of the key things is just know how to space yourself and still work as a team.
Run still have a chance. They can still defend this northern objective and keep going. I believe the only there's 2 more objectives left, so we could either have the shack objective or tunnel objective still. But I think on this objective in particular, if you get that aggressive defense, I think the aggression helps. Because the farther out you get, as long as you can get out into a position without being shot or spotted, then you have a much larger advantage than sitting on the objective and waiting for them to come to you, because there's just not a lot of cover. The Hornets not spawning in the same spot. They are spawning in the southeasternish corner. Gonna have lots of cover to move around. Basically freedom of the entire map. They can go for the tunnels. They can go all the way around the south side, go for the twin hangars in the southwest. That's gonna take a little bit of time for Run to even identify where their spawn is. I don't think they're gonna be able to identify spawn at all, actually. They're just gonna have to identify where the enemy is.
Yeah, this is a much more powerful spawn. I think it provides so much more cover, so much more movement. You can go back to the lake and try the same approach that Run literally just did before, or you can go along up to the north side and try to approach from the valleys, which I think is a little bit better because you have a little bit of Overwatch and you have that high ground, Anakin.
Yeah, I don't think that worked out the way you think it worked out.
I only watched episode 3.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's really the only one you need to see.
Hey man, I like the pod racing though. Pod racing was really cool. Episode 1 is like an introduction to like life in the Star Wars universe.
Ooh, what a nice shot from Broccoli.
That was amazing. Oh, once again. Oh no, it's a revive. I'm sorry. I heard the shots. I saw the ticker pop up. Not recognize it was a revive. But Blake, Bake. Yeah. Words today. Bake is just pre-firing through the woods because they are in the trees.
I got another guy moving along the south side.
Salsa is trying to hit. I think he's trying to hit Crispy. I think that's who that is. Yeah, Crispy using that shield again on the southeast side of the lake and just drawing fire, trying to get them to expose their positions and, you know, being a distraction, which is a great way to use the shield. The approach here from the Hornets is looking really good. If we take a look at the overhead map, they're spreading out in a line across the approach. Broccoli finally finds one. Random thing goes down. Is he? Where? Reinhardt almost goes down. Takes a couple of shots from Broccoli as well.
I can't see him on North Path.
Broccoli's got some good eyes because he is really far away making these shots.
Yeah, having the night vision does help, especially with the sniping rifle. I think you just identify where Reinhardt is because he's in that hangar or right beside it, and having that backdrop with the Volk uniform, the white backdrop with the black uniform, is gonna be so helpful for sniping.
That is true. Dyslexic now pushing up towards the objective. He's coming into the base, clearing his corners, going slow. Not like Wyron did as they ran into the base with 2.
Yeah, right now he's got to first worry about White Fang. I think White Fang understands the positioning, but he was a little too early on that C4.
Yeah, Dyslexic's getting some feedback from radio callouts, which is definitely not something you want. You can hear the radio chatter out of his player model, which means it's getting picked up by his mic. Broccoli running up through that smoke, trying to find Android, but can't find him. The team is now crashing in. Take a look at the overhead again. The blue squares have moved in. White Fang goes down to Dyslexic. Android takes down Broccoli. Now it's all up to the southern approach, but there are 3 of them there.
You're bullying me. I'm a child.
Like I've said before, this objective is very hard to tell. It's very hard to get through with Reinhardt. And explains just that as he finds Crispy's nugget. Blake is able to find Reinhardt, though, on the refrag.
Nice nade, but not going to find anybody. Salsa is going to be the biggest threat here as they have to clear 2 directions. Minute 10 left.
C3PO shouting grenade.
Did he throw a mag? Was that what that was? I think he just threw a mag.
Oh, that's rich.
Oh no, he threw a smoke grenade, but he didn't pull the pin.
I think it's better if he threw a mag. Because that way he would have totally been lying.
Bake picks up the shield.
We haven't seen Bake on the field today, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. It doesn't sound like he's really happy about it. Matter of fact, he's his weapon. It's Bake versus Salsa here.
C3PO needs to find this kill. Does not find it. 10 seconds left. The Hornets go down. Wyron take their point. We're going into a 3-3 game or match point.
On map 1, nonetheless.
Tight rounds all around.
Yeah, and even on the Lumpy stream, it's even tight over there too. 2-2 on the first map. We are on a 6-minute delay, so if you want more up-to-date coverage on that, you can check it out. The Twitch name is Lumpy Lump, just Lumpy Lump for
I can't. I can't even process like what time it would be. Like we're 6 minutes behind, so when they hear this, they're gonna. Lumpy's 4 minutes behind, so when they hear us say the score from his, it's gonna be 2 minutes ahead, and they're already gonna know this. They're already gonna know that score, right? Like that's how it works. I don't know.
Well, no, by the time that they watch it after hearing us talk about it, it's going to be a further 6 minutes from when I say it. Because I'm watching.
Oh, you're watching on a 4-minute delay. I got you. Yeah.
If we here,
We're time travelers, guys.
If we travel through the endless void of time and space in the cosmos. I don't know if any Carl Sagan fans here.
We end up in round number 7. In the tunnel objective. Let's see how many team kills there are going to be. How many do you think? Let's put some money on it. I think that there's going to be at least 2 team kills.
Can my money go through buying a green screen off you?
Where I go?
Exchanging drugs from Wyron. Who taught you that?
All of these boxes in the tunnel are penetrable.
Yeah, it's almost as if Tanker is the one love child of an armory company in boxes, because it's the only map that I know with the same boxes that are completely bulletproof. I don't know what they're hauling, but it's bulletproof on Tanker.
It's those coverings. Those black coverings are made of lead, so that they can't be X-rayed. That's what it is. It just blocks bullets.
They got the Everbuilt heavy-duty tarp.
Yep. Snap on.
I gotta disclose, this stream is not sponsored by Everbuilt in any way.
Where are these guys going? I'm not sure that they know where they're going on this one.
I think they're just trying to identify positions right now. I think they know that that's where the tunnel entrance is, and they're trying to get in there, but... Man, I think they're just trying to go for the straight entrance. Literally gonna roll up on it, straight on in. They're not gonna try to get too fancy with the those minor corridors.
North approach, best approach. That's all I gotta say.
Well, this is actually, well, yeah, I guess it is a north approach, yeah. I would say it's a pretty east objective.
It doesn't look like the Hornets got any kind of aggressive positioning off of their defense. They're all just hanging out in the tunnel waiting, which works really well because they have to come to you, obviously. Oh, no! There's one.
Fuck. It's okay. It's okay.
Just the exclamation that came out of that, the word I cannot say on cast. Just perfect.
Sorry, buddy. They just wanted your stuff. They looted. They killed you to take your things.
Happened in the heat of passion.
Hey, at least it wasn't me this time.
Okay. Lock it down.
Communication here is really good, though, despite the fact that they just team killed.
Android gonna be
It was a bit
running
of
the
a wake-up
shield
call.
now.
Yeah, a shield's really good on this objective. You just have to be... I think the main purpose of a shield on this particular objective is to literally look out for C4.
Doesn't look like they have any C4 because the first man up has a AK-12, so I don't think they're running any C4. Fake's gonna see that shield. Oh, bad throw. Oh, bad throw.
There
Comes
can
a
be a
frag?
C4. Oh, Crispiest has
Ooh,
C4.
nice shot from Android. SA-80 and a shield.
Best combo.
Hey, move up to the boxes. I'm gonna push
The only
you
thing
right.
that's worse than a shield with a laser on it is a shield with a laser that can't reload.
Alright, come.
I was looking around here before, and Crispiest does have a C4, but it's not on his body, so I think it is deployed somewhere.
I don't know if they realize that these boxes are penetrable. Crispy is getting real close. Random thing finds broccoli. Crispy misses him.
Right there. Oh, and he's able to rotate back in time.
Random was not ready for that. He went on the hunt.
That kid is just... There's something about him, man. He's just really good about finding good places to hang out in, wait for...
Frag,
Oh, the
frag,
nade
frag!
and the shield
No!
gets a double from the grave!
Let's go!
Oh, man. Hornets with some clutch plays. That nade, that sneaky tactical retreat, I'm going to call it, from Crispy Nugget there. That's his only kill the entire match, too.
Keep in mind, he hasn't been playing as aggressive as the Shield before, so he's been probably providing great callouts.
A really close game so far. 3-4. Hornets taking map number 1. As a reminder, the bans are Cargo and Quarantine, so I think we're gonna see some Subway. Maybe some Suburbia. We didn't actually play Suburbia yesterday, so I don't know how either of these teams are on it.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trying to stick to maps that they know nobody knows. But everyone knows about Suburbia, though.
Make sure that if you see some awesome plays in the rookie tournament that you clip them. Please and thank you, chat. We appreciate all the clips that are made. Lets us show highlights from our games. Lets us highlight the rookies even. You know, they can use it as their their demo reel for when they, you know, apply for a team.
Someone get their Fortnite highlight reel going.
Map number 2 is gonna be Suburbia.
Woo! This will be Lyron's choice, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It is Hornet's choice.
Yes. Wyron was home, so they had first map.
Yeah. The home team advantage does not exist anymore. The Hornets just have to go for one more kill, and they have just been unstoppable this entire tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe they are the chosen ones to defeat GloboCam.
The Hornets did 4-0 yesterday in the the round robin, so currently undefeated. Everyone is in the lobby. We're going to be going to the garage objective. It's a pretty tough one, honestly. Probably not one of my favorites.
The garage objective is probably one of my favorite objectives, personally. Gives you plenty of time to mess around, especially when you're in the garage. In pub lobbies, I actually choose not to cap and just wait for people to come try to shoot me and just announce it while it's happening, so it's almost as if it's like the world's weirdest brawl. But aside from that, it's a really defendable objective if you're able to position your men correctly and have your rotations on points. But if not, that garage does provide a lot of cover for capping.
Can we talk about the breaker box wall in the garage here? Like, this does not seem like a normal house. I mean, some of these breakers seem heavy duty. I feel like there's some sort of underground bunker or something under this house.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the other house. Who on earth has like 10 feet of yard space and decides to put a pool in with a patio? Like, you could decide one or the other.
I think it's fine.
But that pool clearly is not deep enough to be a normal pool.
It's a kiddie pool.
Who just installs a kiddie pool permanently?
What I'm more concerned about is that they have two.
Kids aren't permanent. They grow up.
They have 2 tables in the backyard with 2 chairs each, instead of just a table with 4 chairs at it. They don't want to hang out with their, whoever they're entertaining. They want them to be at a different table. I think they should change these lights out back. They should change them for the redneck shotgun style, chain lights.
I also like how, the middle house has a carport, but then the rear house has a garage.
That's fine.
It's almost as if the HOA just got up and left. Some houses don't even have garages. Who's these people's HOA? Do they pay for that?
HOAs are overrated.
They really are. They really are. IRL story, once had a tree hit our house, went into the house, so we obviously had to worry about that first. HOA comes along, thinks it'd be a great idea to point out that our street post lamp is out. While there's a tree in our house.
You know what the most
or a house in our tree.
concerning thing about this map is?
What?
One of these houses has no doors. It has no the blue house, southwest house.
Yeah.
It has no access, no driveway, no doors.
Unplayable.
Just a box.
Literally unplayable.
Here we go, round number 1. Y-Run on the defense.
If you know how to use iron sights, no need to waste
No
the
foregrip
points.
or sight.
There's no foregrip on this thing. It's fucking...
Salsa running the Val and explaining to his teammates that he doesn't need a foregrip or sights because iron sights don't cost anything.
Ooh, the Val. I've mentioned this many times. The Val is a very powerful weapon, and it's not just a meme. It's that fire rate is deadly. If you know
Oh, no, Salsa.
Mitered up. He tried to get a
It's
kill.
been nice knowing ya. He tried to throw it around a corner, and folks, you can't throw Molotovs around anything. It's just not safe. Where are all 4 of these guys are stuck?
The Val is a very powerful weapon when it's not on fire.
No, this defense, all 4 stacked in the south house. I don't think I've ever seen this. I think I've always seen at least someone get up into the center house. C3PO finds Android Goat in the window.
There was some blind fire as well.
Yeah, Random Thing should have been able to catch C3PO on the corner there through the fence, but I did not get the kill. And now he's giving away his position. He really needs to rotate. He's just hiding behind the fence. And
You know what they really need to do is they really need to
There
res
was one lead
C3PO.
for.
He's in a great resing spot. It is so easy right now.
Broccoli firing through the fence. Lots of fire through the fence. Random Things goes down to C3PO through the fence. White Fang once again a little early with his C4. Smokes now rolling out. Lots of smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Good coverage too.
Oh, yeah, some great coverage. It allows for the team to be able to insert themselves along all the entrances. All that Broccoli has to worry about is White Fang, and I think he understands the positioning. Oh yes, he does. He's able to get that one. Now he is on objective. After reloading, because that's important. Oh, he's getting confused by his own teammates. He's letting Crispius go up, but they had to kill Reinhardt anyway, so instead of getting capped, they'll go for the 1 point, but that'll be enough to get the Hornets ball rolling again.
Yeah, the Hornets' approach there was really nice. They set up, they waited, they got a couple of picks, and then after they got those picks, they just started lobbing those smokes in and then pushing while suppressing, which is a great way to do it, right? They sent in Broccoli and Crispy, and the other ones were just firing through where they thought enemies might end up, might be. They weren't shooting at anything in particular. They were just lighting up the entire area and trying to keep the enemy confused. Which I like.
Yeah, bringing the noise and the smokes and everything overloads the senses of any unrefined league player and allows for the team to basically just insert themselves and go nuts on the objective.
Loyal Dogs in chat. If you're an EU player and you're looking for a team, Loyal Dogs are recruiting for their last spot.
It's a good team to start off on. They are amazing on Twitter. A team that, you know, we've been following Loyal Dogs for a little while now, at least I have. And they have grown as a team ever since they made their debut, so definitely an offer that everyone here should think about.
Oh, yeah, this is...
If you know a bit of Spanish,
It's your
even better.
third eye. It's your third eye. It's your third eye.
Looks like there's going to be more of an aggressive defense coming out of Hornets this time around.
Sending 2 upstairs.
And just as aggressive as the defense is, Marsoc is still in spawn.
He definitely got a guy behind. I just heard him.
Smoke's rolling out onto the playground from Reinhardt, who's running the shield.
Yep.
And it looks like he's going to try to flick.
It was a
Trying to figure out if
rotation
he's flicking.
on the Hornets side. They moved their defensive player behind the house to the east side, and he's hiding behind the fence now, trying to get coverage onto that playground area.
Even more impressively, I think Reinhardt's trying to shield laser combo without night vision.
He's got a red dot.
Oh, so he's trying to flick. I just see the laser sight on it. I hope they do weigh down the shield to stop the flicking again, because it is a little annoying at times seeing flicking happen again.
Pressing fire coming in from the west side as the east side comes around burning. Pre-firing the fence, not finding anybody.
One down.
Ooh, calling a kill. C-3PO takes down Random. Crispy takes down Android
I got the guy in lane 1.
from up top. Also now looking for the upstairs center house. Is he gonna find him?
Nice, another one.
Finds White. Big finds Salsa Daddy.
Salsa was not ready for 2 people up top. He ran in trying to find Crispy, and Bait got him. And now it's all up to Reinhardt with his shield, and C-3PO takes him down from upstairs. The Hornets take their second point.
Yeah, Hornets are looking really good to be able to secure the tournament as a whole if Lyron don't, you know, make it back on this map. They're already down 1 map. You gotta be wondering if it's getting to them. If there is any time to start your comeback, now is the time.
Well, we are going to move to a different objective, so maybe they'll have a better shot at the North Red car.
Yeah, this one is kind of a bit of a wild card. It's very defendable, but at the same time, if you don't know your defense positioning that well, it's really easy to allow the other team to get onto the objective and secure a cap. So this is a good time for Hornets to be able to secure map 2 very decisively, or if Wyron is able to set up their defense properly, this is a perfect time to be able to kind of stamp out the revolution and be able to launch a comeback of their own.
Here we go, round number 3. Map number 2.
Lane 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going in between lane 1 and 2.
Alright, I'll go apart in between 3 and 4.
Rookies are aware of lane numberings, which is very helpful on this map.
It's probably the most important call out on this map to understand. 'Cause it's not self-explanatory, and a lot of people actually mess them up. They reverse them around. So sometimes I knew this was a problem for me when I played. Ooh, nice.
Picked him under the car. I didn't think you could shoot under that car.
It's possible. It's a really hard thing to do, which is amazing that he was able to do it. But
Crispy.
oh my god, I'm loving the crispy nugget approach to this. Just be a distraction and let your friend do all the work.
Smoke's rolling in. Crispy's going for the cap. It looks like he's getting onto that objective.
Oh, he's in a little pinch right now, but he's handling it very well. Yes.
He did get shot. He healed up.
Very nice.
Dyslexic goes.
Dyslexic's able to save Crispy effectively from that pinch, and now Crispy's tablet out. He's capping. Hornets could potentially run away with the tournament right here and now. There's no one to defend. This could be it. Crispy's able to get the 7-digit code in, and he does. Hornets will win.
They were fighting over who can get the uplink. Wow. Hey, shout out to Viper for the raid.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Raid,
that. You're gonna see this. You're gonna hear this in 6 minutes, but we love you, Viper. So the Hornets
Now-
take it 4-0 on map number 2.
And that's their second map, so technically they win. Is there a third map, Trip?
I'm gonna go see if the teams actually want to play the third map. So we're gonna cut to a quick intermission, and we'll be right back after this. All right, we are going to play map number 3. As that is the VRML rules, you still play map number 3 for MMR. There is no MMR here today, but that's okay, because these teams want to get their fight on. So we're going to go to Downfall for map number 3. Let's see how these guys play. We saw some really excellent plays yesterday on Downfall. And now I think that they've got a little bit more experience with the, the aggression and the placement of teams versus, it's different when you're alone in a comp because you don't care necessarily what everyone else is doing. But when everyone is in sync and everyone knows where everyone else is going, it's different, right? If I'm in a comp lobby or in any lobby, if I'm by myself, I'm going to be much more aggressive than if I'm playing with even just one other teammate. If I'm playing with one other teammate, we're going to work together. If it's just me, I'm just going to run, get into a nice little hidey hole, and start killing people as fast as I can. So, that doesn't prepare you. So scrims and playing against other teams are the best way to get prepared for the league. Or joining the rookie tournament, obviously. Duh.
Duh.
We're going to start off with the upper dumpster objective. It's a pretty good one. There's a lot of different ways to defend this. I've seen all kinds of versions of defense. I've seen people take upper and lower dumpster with like 2 people each and just have one, their final guy either up in the white building in the south or in the south overwatch position, one of the two. I think white building's better on this objective in particular. Actually, no, I think that the south overwatch is better on this one because you can see down the side of the building, so they can't creep up and cap underneath your darkroom guy. But basically, you see a guy in darkroom north, darkroom south, upstairs south, and upstairs north, and that gets you coverage. I mean, mostly all around the map. You're gonna let the enemy team advance a lot farther than if you were getting aggressive and pushing out to, say, Center Hotel. But also on this objective, you spawn back in the valley here. So that's where you spawn, and that's a lot of distance to cover. And even just getting out of spawn, we see teams go, if they spawn in the north for offense, they get a quick early peek, and they can take down 1 or 2 people as they cross from the crater or from the valley to the objective. If the teams don't use smoke, or if they don't cross into the south side here and cut across there. So there's a lot of danger involved just getting to this objective. And I'm personally not a big fan of objectives that you don't spawn right on top of, because I feel like why are some like that and why are some others not? It just feels unbalanced to me, but it's a learning experience, right? The first time you get killed to pre-fire is ingrained in your head, right? You just like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I can get shot from that angle, and you never do it again.
And sometimes you even learn where the pre-fire is happening from, and you begin doing it yourself, so it's a huge learning experience.
We're waiting on one player from Y-Run. And there he is. Now everyone's in the lobby, and we are good to go. I'd also like to shout out to everyone watching at home, supporting our rookies. They play really hard. They train for like a month. I think we gave them a month notice on this tournament. So they had a good long while to practice, make teams, and learn the games. And a shout out to the coaches that stepped up. Coaches are normally league players that have played a couple of seasons. Shout out to all the other rookie boot camp people that have been running boot camps all off season long and season long, getting these rookies in and getting more people into the league. This is why we do it. We want to see people learn to play the game and play it well, and these teams are showing us that it works. Here we go, round number 1. It is that north spawn, but I don't think that's the right one. Don't you have to spawn at the hotel to get those early shots?
Yeah, I think the hotel is a much better spot to be able to get some kind of pre-fire in and be able to limit the defensive rotations. But having that north side is not a bad spawn either. It allows you to have that hill, the Marsoc Towers, be able to work your way down from there as well. And having those Marsoc Towers is extremely limiting to the enemy defense's movements.
Oh, who's that? Bake is getting a little aggressive, a little too late, but he still makes it to the Center Hotel. Nope. Where's he going? I don't think he decided where he was going initially, and that's something that will get you killed. If you don't know where you're heading to, and you have to change your mind or change your direction mid-run, and there's the team kill. Broccoli and Bake.
Why did you come here too?
Miscommunication on the Hornets side.
They don't have to worry anymore. They've already won, so.
I mean, he should have been in lower dumpster. Like based on the rest of their lineup, that's where he should have been. They've got one in Marsoc, one in the Overwatch, one in Center Hotel, and one in Upper Dumpster. Lower Dumpster is the building that needs to be held. Dyslexic now in the downstairs. Marsoc South is definitely hearing these call outs and is just going to wait and probably sneak around. Personally, if I was him, I would, as long as my team wasn't going down, I would wait as long as possible, let him go past me, and shoot him in the back.
Yeah, I just pray that they decide not to check the rooftop of the middle hotel. But it is a really good spot to defend from if you're able to. Oh, but he chooses to shoot anyways, and he will do. I don't think Soko will be on the receiving end of that lead.
You wanna push around? Oh, guys,
Ooh, Dyslexic and Reinhardt trade.
so revivable.
Shit, man. You
Two Marsoc twins. One's revivable.
Shit.
I love this reaction.
I don't think he knew that he was revivable until Dyslexic called out that the other guy was revivable as well.
Hornets,
Oh, the rookies. They are so pure.
Hornets have 3 up. Still in good defensive positions as long as they don't lose Crispy in the South Watch. As you can see right there, White Fang running across to the lower dumpster.
And yeah, having Crispy up there is a definite capping opportunity, but that is also such a really nice defensive spot as well.
Fang is going for it. Oh, he drops his gun, pulls out his tablet. Crispy's gonna see him. Right there. Crispy? Crispy? Are you gonna shoot him? There he is.
There it is. Capping opportunity. went
Broccoli
awry.
goes down. No, Broccoli downed Android with a frag. Wow.
Very nicely done. Oh,
That
he thought he confirmed him,
double
but
tap
he didn't do the trip. He didn't do the trip method, which was to empty an entire
at
mag.
least
and
10 rounds into a dead body.
One Center Hotel.
Broccoli's like, wait, he just talked.
the heck?
2 on 3. The defense looking strong on this one. The Hornets have great positions. It's going to be hard to get down from Marsoc. It's a very difficult spot to get from to this objective. That is not an approach I would choose to take ever. Wyron using that drone to try and find all the positions. I feel like everyone on the defense has shots, so they should know where everyone is.
And they were able to... I was very confused for a second. I thought, yeah, we shot the drone, but it was Salsa Daddy in disgust saying that his drone was down.
Salsa Daddy just waiting for Broccoli to peek that
Get ready for
stairwell.
smokes.
And Crispy's been doing really good in his position as well.
You know what their best bet right now might be is to just run with smokes and wave them.
And another thing I've noticed Crispy doing is he's calling out the time. He's keeping track of the time for his team, so that way they know what's going on.
Salsa's running with the smoke. If Reinhardt stays close enough to him, he could use that as a screen, but no, he goes down. Salsa, however,
Crispy
does
only
make
gets
it.
2. He has to reload. Can he make it in time? Oh,
Salsa's on the objective. He needs to get
ran out
inside.
oh, he's got
Oh, it's
30 seconds
cappable.
to get the cap, and Crispy wasn't able to get. Crispy has to run on down now. This might be. Ooh,
Nice
Nope.
cap, too.
very nice. Crispy had the right idea. He was able to identify both of them, but he just wasn't able to get those shots lining up. And that just allowed the one person to just slip on in and get that cap. Very nicely done from Wyron. Bit of luck there helped them out too, but still, overall.
I think
just
there
good
was a
strategy.
drop on the Hornets side. Was C3PO in the upper dumpster? I think he was. I think their
He was,
defender
yeah.
dropped out of the building, which kind of screws up your plans. Because you don't know that you got a drop.
Exactly. If you got someone who's constantly watching that tablet, you can recognize that, but
There needs to be like a ding. You know, if someone drops, there needs to be like a little bell in your ear.
ooh, Dante, can I voice over it? It'll be like, someone dropped! Something like that, just really obnoxiously. That way everyone just like, whenever you go against really laggy teams where everyone drops, it's just annoyance the entire time.
The smokes worked really well coming down from Marsoc, though. I mean, Reinhardt got caught out because he wasn't close enough to Salsa to get in his smoke, but Salsa was doing a really good job of making this nice trail of smoke behind him that covered a lot of space. Here we go, round number 2. It looks like the Hornets are going to spawn on the west road.
Go in dark room. We can cover you from down below then. Dark room. Okay, he's got center hotel.
Looks
They're
like
just gonna charge right
yeah,
at
the
it.
Hornets are going to come at it aggressively. They're all going to get this center hotel, which they're going to meet. I think Android's going for it, and they're going to meet him there. Oh, he saw him. He did not get shot. Backed off.
Left side, they're close to hotel.
Android does not get caught out. Reinhardt picks up Rafa on the roof. Random Thing picks up Crispy and C3PO. Bake goes down as well.
There's only one
all
person
of a sudden,
standing.
it's 1 on 5, and he's pinned in the center hotel. Android's coming up
I
now.
don't think that was part of the plan. There's so many kills to confirm and so little time for Android Goat.
Oh, Dyslexic's gonna go up on the roof.
And so many people died there before. I'm surprised he's doing it. Soko's beginning to confirm bodies.
I think there's gonna be a team kill in a second. What do you think?
I agree. I don't hear the communication.
He's talking.
What?
Confirmed now.
How did he confirm that body?
I have no idea. So no team kill, but the trade happens and V-Run. Y-Run, I'm sorry. I'm thinking V-Wrath. Y-Run will take another point of their own.
Man, that's the second time I've seen some crazy, like, around the corner kill. We saw one yesterday on Subway that I have no idea how it lined up.
Just magic bullets, dude.
I mean, he was up.
Killed Kennedy.
He came out the door on the top floor and shot a guy on the ground by the dumpster. There's no way he could have done that unless he went all the way to the edge of the roof. Oh, and it's a quick spawn.
Oh boy, here we go. It looks like none of them are ducking. None of them are ducking. So,
I'm running over here and I'm gonna like
matter of fact, they
flank
want to be
around
seen.
behind the building. It's like
Crispy
That is
and Bake
great.
pushing on the western side. Crispy's gonna get shot. Does not get taken down. Makes the cross. Makes another cross. He should have been taken down twice by now. Rotates away. Makes it away again. Oh, Crispy
on
is
that
so
man's
lucky. Smoke's
That
coming
man is
out.
my
He's gonna make
spirit
another cross.
animal.
What's he doing? Dyslexic gets Android in the center hotel. Crispy gets one. Should have another. Is there another guy there? No, there's not another guy there.
Go for the confirm as well. Reinhardt finds Bake.
Crispy finishes off Random. Now it's just Reinhardt and Salsa? No, White Fang. Now it's just White Fang.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
White Fang finds Dyslexic on the roof of Center Hotel. But that is going to let him make lots and lots of callouts. I mean, basically, they could just listen as this guy runs across the map. The revive does come out. Oh, he's so tunnel visioned, he missed Crispy come out of the building there. Shots real close to White Fang's head. They know where he is. Four minutes to work with. 4 players to kill.
One kill per minute. Come on, we keep track of this, okay?
I think he's gonna run for it. I think he's gonna run. He's gonna go straight across here and get shot.
This man alone could get a map win for Y-Run.
They stopped watching his building as he decides to make the cross.
Wow. What luck, what luck. Amazing how much luck actually does come into play on maps like Downfall, where it's like sometimes you're just not looking the right way and the enemy just slips right on by you.
Yeah, I mean, he had 3 guys watching his position, and he managed to get out of the building without being spotted. It's gonna be pretty hard to deal with 2 guys on top of the Center Hotel. I mean, you could get one, sure, but the other one's probably gonna immediately refrag you. Smoke's coming out, giving away his position.
Yeah, and it does kind of lead back to where he's at, so...
Dyslexic
tracking is
season.
right there. Yeah.
Hornets take their
Hornets.
first point on map number 3.
I think that smoke was definitely not the right idea there. It kind of points, hey, I'm right here. And yeah, Y-Run could have definitely pulled away with something here, but they're gonna have to fight just a little bit longer here. Maybe just defend one round in order to be able to get a single map in.
Round 4, map number 3. Not quick spawn. The Hornets actually spawn in the old Marsoc spawn.
It's the other quick spawn, the not so quick
The
spawn.
tank, the convoy, whatever you want to call it. But if you're not ready for it, it's really hard to deal with if you figure it out after you've already made your movements to your defensive positions, because they can be in the valley at that point. If you don't send someone to look for that spawn, I feel like you're giving up a little too much map.
Well, they know now.
Is that helicopter?
Random thing is on fire at the helicopter.
Salsa Daddy got a SKS, and he knows how to use it.
Random thing is damaged. Yeah, he was hurt. He couldn't run anymore, and he'd use his only needle to save himself from the fire. In a pretty bad spot there. But also, they should fix the fire on the tail.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, it's just a really hot helicopter, you know?
Got 2.
I'd love to be able to fly out this window as well. That'd be swell. Or this
There's a lot of
window.
things broken with the helicopter, actually. There's improper hitboxes on it.
Salsa gets
Salsa.
another one.
Damn. Man, it's a sniping machine.
Volume is greater than accuracy. Just saying. That semi-auto sniper, it's the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. There's too much investment for such a little difference in game with a bolt action.
Missed my shot.
Now shots ringing out onto Dyslexic's position after he misses his shot. They know where he is. Now they just have to figure out where the last member is. But I don't really think that Hornets are going to be making it to the objective here. Also now pushing into the... Oh, he's pushing into the valley and he doesn't see C3PO. Why would you leave the white building?
Flank it with a sniper, man. That's the strat.
Now Android's looking through the valley. Not going to see this cross from C3PO. C3PO is actually going to... Let's see. Nobody in upper dumpster. 3PO has a pretty good chance of getting to the objective at this point. He just needs to be quiet. Because if White Fang calls him out, he's going to be in the open.
Yeah, you probably just...
Oh, Android's going to see him.
Ooh, yeah, he got pinched.
Got pinched real hard. Now the last man standing is running. He's going for it. Reinhardt coming out of Center Hotel. I think they're a little concerned that someone was on the objective, so they're rotating a little bit more. Reinhardt not ready for that. Dyslexic takes him out. Now it's a 2-on-1. Dyslexic gonna take the top floor of Center Hotel.
That's a really good spot to be able to hold. You have perfect overwatch of the objective. You can clear it out just to whatever side you want to take the objective on, given the current layout.
2.5 minutes left. 2 people to kill.
If he's able to take down this person in the dark room, he'll be able to move up on the objective from the side he's on pretty easily. This android is in the valley right now. He just needs to identify where White Fang is. I think he's gonna identify Android first, judging by how Android's moving.
I don't think you can see the valley from there. Lexic, where is he gonna go? Honestly, if he just prones up here. Oh no, we got seen White Fang.
Out just in time.
Now Android is rotating on for that call out.
Yeah. His position is known now, so Android knows exactly where to go. The pinch is happening, but Android doesn't know exactly where he is.
Dyslexia can hear all of these calls. They're just saying where he's at, and he's moving around behind the wall. He's like, I'm not there anymore. Oh, White Fang tries to get a C4 kill. That would have been great. That would have worked very well. But now Android has to one-on-one Dyslexic. Dyslexic knows where he's at. And Android has no idea where Dyslexic is. Wow, what a clutch there.
You can hear the relief in Dyslexic's voice.
He got 3 of them at least.
I think so. Wish there was a way we can go back into the history of the kill feed.
That would be nice. Now we're gonna move to the... Where are we going? North HQ objective. Round number 5.
We got this. Boom, bang up, boom, boom.
Alright, nobody drop.
Bake is...
Playing with a child.
I don't know if you're on the Volk side. Bake is wondering what an AS Val is.
We know where they spawn.
You, sir, are holding one of the greatest guns in the
Teamwork on
game.
3.
Guys,
Oh, Marsoc is taking way too long.
1, 2, 3, teamwork.
They're, hey man, they're having a powwow, okay?
get above red.
They did give.
Yeah, my gun glitched.
Oh no, the gun glitch.
Hey, to our right, to our right, to our right. I got it. Pass it, pass it.
Yeah, this is not going well. Salsa's just running away. They spent way too much time trading drum mags at the beginning there.
Just you gotta practice it. It's a bit of an operation that you know, it just takes practice. And then once you get it down, you know what to do. Just
no way
take
I'm
your
gonna
drum
be able to
mag
get
out,
now.
give it to random people who have compatible guns,
And they got eyes
boom.
on me.
Yeah, they know where Salsa's at.
Shit. I much just like this. Fuck.
That is a perfect round for the Hornets. I didn't even know if I should cast that or not because that was just bloody murder.
Yeah, if you're gonna spend that much time handing out drum mags to your whole team, which is a great idea, everyone having drum mags, but if you're gonna spend that much time, don't be in the quickest spawn that they could get to.
Yeah, keep the operation simple. You want to be able to take up as much real estate as you can in order to be able to find good positioning and then work off of that.
You should never be still standing around after the spawn box lifts. Because that means you won't be able to get to where you need to get to. Here we go, last round of the day.
There will be another quick
Get
spawn.
Inside that small little room next to the uplink.
Who's going left?
I'll go left. Ah. Alright then.
No, I'm joking. This time you go that way. We're gonna go this way.
Broccoli's going for the quick peeks. Finds one. Finds. Nope, doesn't find the second one.
Ooh, almost finds the second one. Almost does, though. He almost gets found himself. I think he understands the positioning very well.
Broccoli gets hit, I think. Yeah, he has to use the needle. 3PO gets. Bake gets Reinhardt. 2 members left standing. 1 way off of objective. This is not looking good for Y-Run. Bake just putting rounds around the window. Android now putting shots onto the North Hotel stairs. Smoke's coming out. I think Salsa is a little concerned that he is the only one on objective. That call out sounded a little panicked.
Right now, it looks like Hornets are just playing the game of Free Fire. Salsa Daddy gets taken down by Crispiest.
I've never seen this much Free Fire on Downfall. Android hears Dyslexic run up on him, I believe.
More Free Fire coming out as they try to. It looks like just Salsa Daddy's just trying to defend the objective on his own right now. He has some support in the south, but that is currently occupied. So this is a prime capping opportunity for Hornets. They don't need to, but Man, it'd be nice for them to finish out 5-3 if they can.
Oh, this guy's gonna make it. They're doing it, right? He's in the smoke. Bake's on the objective.
Yep, looks like it's going to be a 5-3 finishing up. Oh, Salsa Daddy coming around here, but no, he's not able to defend the objective. Bake is going to resume playing on his tablets.
He did get the call out, so the rotation did happen immediately, but I don't think there's enough time to get back, and the Hornets take map number 3, 5-3. Overall scoreline of math. 13-6? 6-13? I guess you read left or right, right? 6-13. The Hornets running away with every single map they played in this tournament. They were undefeated yesterday, and they remained undefeated today. So shout out to them.
Huge congratulations to the Hornets, honestly. That is just such an amazing performance to have done. I was hoping to have a similar performance last year with my rookie team, but unfortunately, we had a dude who thought that it was not a good idea to have Onward at all, so we never got to have it last year, but it's really cool to be able to see the rookie boot camp tournament start up like this time around and see such an amazing performance.
Yeah, and if you watched the games yesterday and today, you know which rookies are, looking for teams. Maybe they're going to make their own teams, but you could definitely reach out and try and headhunt a couple if you are short some players. Season 10 starts tomorrow. VR Master League, Season 10 Onward. Be there. But that's it from us today. I think we're going to call it. We've got... I don't know if is the other stream still going? Can we go raid Lumpy?
Can we raid Lumpy?
We can raid
yes,
Lumpy.
Lumpy's raid is still going on.
All right, we're going to sign off here, and we will send you over to Lumpy's stream to finish watching the third place match. But thanks everyone for stopping by, and we will see you next week.